Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this live stream. I hope everybody's really doing well, and welcome to this 9th of May, ninth day of this month. And more of the choppiness. I mean, as you can see on the front of the screen, we got a very nice engulfing candle at the top in the premium zone. So I think I just will go around probably very quickly to our hard-term time frame analysis. Hard-term time frame, I think yesterday also I mentioned, and every day, I mean, since like past few months when I've given this plan, it's been playing out very nicely. We have two plans. First is the bull case scenario. That's our bullish case, and this bull case scenario is valid till we are above $49,400. That's like golden pocket zone. So till we are above 49.4, this is very valid, and this is more like of a sideways correction, and after which we're going to see a nice upside towards on minimum target of 150k and maybe even $175,000. So that's going to be the minimum target for a bigger wave 3. Actually, that's what we are anticipating. Actually, now talking about the bear case scenario, so that's a bull case. We also have a bear case scenario because as a trader you need to have your open mind. I mean, because we are still rejecting from the premium zone, and now that we have formed another order block with the bearish engulfing candle inside the premium zone, this sort of a monthly engulfing candle we have never seen in a bull run, not in 2020, not in 2018, 2017. We have never seen such sort of a engulfing candles actually. So that's like for the first time we are seeing it on Bitcoin on monthly time frame. So that's something we have to play it very cautiously. Even if we are bullish, basically we just have to play it very cautiously, because this is like in the history of Bitcoin. If you see, even if you just look at the chart, I mean, we have already went through this whole chart since inception. If you look at the historical trend of the historical charts of the Bitcoin, you won't find a single perfect monthly bearish engulfing candle on Bitcoin. And I mean, this is for the first time it's happening. So this is our bear case scenario. This bear case scenario will get validated, which means that it will get confirmed only once Bitcoin starts going back under 49.4, because going under 49.4 is going to invalidate my bull case scenario, which means the only scenario we will be going to play would be the bear case scenario then, because then at that point of time, I mean, I honestly don't have any sort of a bull case scenario at that point of time, but we will see. Yeah, so that's what we have for Bitcoin. Then we also have a week of accumulation. And this week of accumulation is very valid, and maybe, I mean, this perfectly also supports our bear case scenario. But I mean, I don't want to be any biasness. I don't have any biasness, because the bear case scenario practically means that this is more likely an irregular expanded flat, meaning I've explained this in my previous live streams as well, that when you really want $500,000 of Bitcoin as a target, there are three things you need. First, you need a mainstream adoption of Bitcoin, not only as a purpose of investment, but as a purpose of a store of value, so that people hold it, store it for as long as they want. And that's the first thing, and we are already there. I mean, we are half past with those things. I mean, you can see BlackRock and a lot of ETFs, spot ETFs have been approved, so a lot of investments have come, and I think it's gonna increase more. But the problem is a lot of other countries are banning it. For example, China, they haven't yet officially allowed their citizens to buy Bitcoin. Also, Russians are probably in the next few months we will see some news of Russia's going to ban Bitcoin, but only they will be allowing Bitcoin for to be purchased by so and so entities. So basically they are allowing, they are just more likely having a proper control of this whole Bitcoin thing. I mean, they just want the whole control. That's all I think this whole thing about in Russia. But overall, I think this is more like a accumulation pattern. So how does this pattern works actually? Well, this pattern works, it's more like a nice accumulation and an expansion. So you need a little bit more accumulation. You already got an expansion from $3,000 to almost close to $69,000, and after that we are looking into bigger accumulation. So I would say, if you thought that we were in bear market on Bitcoin in 2022. I think that was not a bear market. That was more of an accumulation that's happening on the bigger scale actually. And I do think that MicroStrategy, as well as Seller, I think he's what seeing this whole chart, and he is also looking in a very similar prospect that we are accumulation zone. I mean, this is an accumulation zone. There will be a deviation on the up that we already got. There might be deviation on the downside. Possibility is always there. But this scenario is going to valid only and only once Bitcoin starts losing $49,400 on daily and weekly time frame. But this is something we have to keep in mind. In case if this happens, in my view, this will be an absolute last chance to buy Bitcoin under $20,000. Whatever the price it can be, 15,000, 14,000, or maybe even 19,000. Absolutely last chance to buy Bitcoin at 20K. Absolutely, in like for the next few years, you won't see Bitcoin probably going towards or under $20,000, because once it starts breaking above 150, 170K, trust me, the FOMO is going to be huge, and it's going to pump up very, very quickly towards $500,000, and that is going to be a blow off top from there. A $500,000 pump. From there, the dump is going to be like, it's dumping literally $200,000, in like a single day. So that's how the bigger dump would be at that point of time. So, I think that is absolutely going to be your last chance to buy Bitcoin under $20,000 if you haven't bought it. I mean, we already bought Bitcoin at 16,800. I'm particularly, deciding to, get out of this Bitcoin anywhere around 69, 70K. Basically, I will just book 50% profits across the board. I'll just go into the YASDT. That's what my plan is, honestly. So that's the hard time frame, guys. I hope you. This is just a small. Just wanted to share again so that we don't forget what our main plan is. Now, coming to the midterm time frame scenarios, I think we already discussed the midterm time frame scenarios, ladies and gentlemen. There are 3 scenarios for the midterm. First is the ultra bear case scenario. This scenario is still valid one actually. The problem with this scenario is the bulls did not yet invalidate this scenario by pumping about 67, 67.5. No, I'm not delusional. No. Don't tell me I'm delusional, Don't tell me, because people were told that they're delusional when we were expecting 70K from $3,000. So do not teach me or tell me that I'm delusional. No. Yes, the 450K to 500,000 is going to happen, but people really don't understand that that thing is not going to happen in a day or two. It's going to take years. Maybe the chart itself, that tells me the way. If you look at the chart over here, if you just look at this chart over here, the bear case scenario, if you look at this chart over here, where is the time fibs? Here, perfect. If you look at this chart over here, from the bottom to the wave 1 and to the top, this is your top. Yeah. So practically this whole thing can literally going to take roughly around 2028, 2028, which is roughly around 4 years from now. So nobody's saying that it's going to happen in probably, a week or a month. No, it's never going to happen. It don't work like that. And even if this bear case scenario plays out, we are likely going to see a bear market, and we're just going to bottom somewhere around the next year of 2025, from August 2025 to somewhere around December 2025. So anywhere in between, it's going to bottom, and after that 2026, 2027, and 2028, it's going to be something like this for the whole 3 years of bull run in the history of Bitcoin. I mean, this is how normally the time frame run, because it needs time, it needs patience. You can't expect it to happen in like 400,000, because as I mentioned, you need 3 things for the Bitcoin to pump to 450K in my view. First, as I mentioned, you need an adoption. You need people to look Bitcoin as a store of value and not just as a trading purpose. You need that people to store. I mean, that's the most important thing. Yes, people are coming for that thing. We are moving towards that. We are half past to those things, but there are still a lot of challenges ahead. But that is also a possibility. I mean, it's going to happen. We are in the new age, new era of this whole world order at this moment. So that's the first thing you need. The second most important thing, let's say if CBDC don't come, which I don't think it's not going to happen, the CBDC is eventually gonna come, and they're going to take over full control of internet from us. So let's say if CBDC comes, which means that USDT or any stable coins that we have at the moment, they will vanish, they will go away. So everything is going to be controlled by digital currencies like digital dollar, digital yuan, digital ruble, digital INR, whatever. So digital currencies basically. That is first thing. So you need that thing. Why? Because currently USDT market cap is just like $100 billion. I mean 104, 110, you can say something like that. $110 billion, let's say. Honestly speaking, if you really want Bitcoin to pump to $400,000, you need at least $300 to $500 billion worth of USDT market. I mean, you just need that USDT, that much USDT in the market. Honestly speaking, I'm not sure whether Tether is going to have that much amount of money, whether they have that capacity to get this much amount of funds from somewhere. I'm not sure. So this is the second most important thing that you need. The third most important thing that you need is the regulations, because if Bitcoin is literally pumping to $400,000 from now without any sort of regulation, which is good for us because we have bought the bottom, but that's not good for the long run, because the faster it's gonna pump there, the more faster it's gonna come down. The way, if you look at the TRB, it's gonna be like a blow off top actually at that point of time. Even if, let's say, in this bull run, if this is still the bull run, if we are not done yet at this point. So if we are still in the bull run, then definitely, as I mentioned, it can literally pump it up to $400,000 basically by 2025 as well, next year actually. So that's how fast it can go. But that's going to be like a blow off top. Now, if you're asking me whether the bull run is over, I can say that no, I don't think so. Why? Because as I mentioned in the beginning of the stream, this bull case scenario is still valid. Why? Because we haven't swept 49.4. This bull case scenario for Bitcoin is going to invalidate only and only once Bitcoin starts going under 49,400. That's the only way to validate this whole bull run scenario. Now, if you just look at the candle perspective, normally, when this sort of a bigger engulfing candle forms on monthly, this may be a first sign that the bull run is over, and we might be literally topped out here, and probably next few months we are going to see some bigger downside across the board. Positive is always there, but we need a concrete confirmation. We need that confirmation. The confirmation only you can get it once Bitcoin goes under 49,400, my friend. Okay. So hi Rollman. Sure, we'll just see the silver as well. Looking to the midterm time frame, ladies and gentlemen, this is the ultra bear case scenario. This bear case is still a valid one. I would say it's not invalid, and it's very, very valid. The only problem with this bear case, if you put the wave count over here, the wave count for this whole scenario would be a very, very, very clean, or I would say the bigger degree of maybe ABC or maybe WXY, but this is fitting more. So that's more of a W, that's more of an X, and this is more of a, this is going to be like a Y wave actually. But the Y wave is very, 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 deeper pullback. So practically, I would not go with the, more steep, targets for this whole thing, but somewhere around, I would like to see it go towards 50, maybe 49 max in the sense, but I don't want it to go under 49.4. Not a single daily close I want, not even a single forward candle I want to close under these levels. Even if it happens, then this WXY is going to get invalidated, and we are more likely going to, or inclined for, downside. So this is more likely, going to be your WXY scenario. That's where your irregular expanded flat is going to be, and we are already in the downtrend. The next would be dumping under 50k, and something like this is going to happen probably, in case if this is the the ultra bear case scenario is likely going to play out. So that's the ultra bear case scenario we have on Bitcoin. If I just also put the fibs over here, because fibs are important. I hope this don't play out actually. Why? Because I need a push up to 69,000 so that I can exit basically, or I can book profits as well. I just want let's say if this isn't let's say this is your top. So the 1:1 extension is anywhere between 52,200 to 49,185. That is going to be your target for this ultra bear case scenario from 1:1 extension perspective, and a WXY scenario as well. So that is going to be your ultra bear case scenario, which is very, very valid. The invalidation of this whole ultra bear case scenario is going to be anything above 67.5 is going to be the invalidation. So I'm just going to keep invalidation over here. Invalidation of this whole scenario, so that we know invalidation as well. So if you really want don't want Bitcoin to go to 49,000, maybe 52,200, then we want Bitcoin to pump it up to 68,000, maybe, you know, 60 or anything above 67.5 would be good for Bitcoin actually. So that's the ultra bear case scenario for Bitcoin. But this is the midterm time frame scenario, guys, which means that even after we go down to 50k, we can still pump it up to $70,000 to $80,000. That is just going to be a bigger wave 4 actually. Then this is the bear case scenario. We do have you know, bull case actually for Bitcoin. First is the bullish wolf waves. The bullish wolf waves is still a valid one, but I also came to know that there is still a possibility that, you know, the bullish wolf waves would have been over. So that we can look at this scenario in two different ways. So this is the first way, that the bullish wolf wave is not over. We still expect one more move on the downside, go down to 54,000, 55k, take out the liquidity, and then we run it up to, you know, $67,000, $68,000, and then further down from there, further down to 45,000. That is going to be very, very bearish in my view. So honestly, I don't want to see this bullish wolf waves to play out. So, but this is a valid scenario actually. This scenario is going to get you know, confirmed once we start losing you know, monthly opens of 60,600, and also the best would be we start losing 59,000, you know, $400 level. So once it goes under 59,400, this scenario is going to be 100% confirmed that we are going literally towards $54,000, $53,000. So that's a bullish wolf wave. Now my favorite scenario is this W. Now that's my favorite scenario, honestly, if you really ask me. Why do I think this W is my favorite? Why? So first of all, there are two possibilities. What if the you know, we have already finished the you know, the diagonal? So basically, what if this is the bullish wolf waves? We already got the deviation on the downside, and this was your highs, and you move on the downside. I mean, this is like, you know, a very interesting bullish wolf wave scenario actually over here for you know, Bitcoin basically. So what if, you know, if you just, let's say, even if this whole thing is like a wave, A 1 2 3 4 5, that's like a wave A over here, and we need to do wave B. So that's 5 waves of one upside, wave A, another wave B, and then we look for an upside towards wave C. So something like this, and then we're going to see wave C here. So that's the reason practically the W is a very possibility. And also we also have a cipher over here, which is very likely to play out. So the cipher is something I personally love to you know, have it play actually. This is a cipher. This W is nothing but a cipher, you know. You need to understand what is cipher. Many guys might not know about it. Let me show you as well. Cipher. So you draw the cipher from here. If you really want to know more about cipher, just go to our website 21technicals.com and go under, you know, the infographics, and you'll get to know much in details about cipher. So that is going to be our cipher target actually, you know. This is what yeah, I think by today evening we should be able to the 48 hours is going to finish, and the updates are going to you know, the bot is going to get out of the maintenance, and by tonight or max by tomorrow morning, you know, everybody will be getting access to the price action algo, everything. I mean, so all the indicator access will be given back. So basically this is a cipher that I have at this point, and I do think this cipher is very likely to play out. So you know why? Because make people again go back to neutral. Once we start closing May opens, people will be so bearish, so fear It's like we are done. We are going to 50K. Trust me. Once you start losing May opens, you will see on every Twitter, everybody's going to scream 50K. You know, maybe even what's her number they're going to give you, but random numbers. But everybody's going to scream, you know, very, very low targets. But that's a very, very good scenario that we can have it for W pattern. So that's like a W pattern, which is my favorite scenario. So how are we going to play this W pattern, guys? How? So let's try and analyze more on the lower term time frame. So that's my W pattern. That's my primary scenario. That's why I've kept it to the top. My primary scenario is W, and then probably you know, another primary is the ultra bearish scenario, and then in mid we can also have a bullish wolf waves. But my primary is W. I'm bullish, so I really don't want to be bearish when I have my plan. So how these things can play out actually. So as I mentioned yesterday as well, there are two possibilities. Either the top is in with ABC. And what we are going to do is, as I mentioned yesterday as well, that the golden pocket zone, that's like 60,700 to 60,900 is going to be the levels where I'm expecting a good bounce. Yes, we saw a very interesting bounce from 61,000 towards and upwards of 61,770. Now we are getting another retracement. But what I feel is that, you know, this is more of 1, 2, or maybe A, B, something like this. We are not yet done. So I would like to see a little bit more downside on Bitcoin. A, retest of EMA 50 daily, 63,000. B, and then further down towards, you know, 59,130, maybe even 58,000. And then from there, you know, we go up like this. This is what I'm expecting for Bitcoin. Now, if you draw the fibs, just draw the fibs, guys, from the lows to the highs. My target for Bitcoin is B wave is always up fuckery 1. So yeah, I am expecting B wave to go anywhere close to anywhere between 786 and 886. That's like a previous week POC. And if you look at from the forward perspective, do we have any naked POCs over there? Let me just check it myself. Yeah, we don't have much of a naked POC. Yeah, we have a POC over here, as you can see, 57,400. So that's a good levels for, you know, Bitcoin to go there. So that's a good levels. Perfect. So I think this is a good plan for Bitcoin in my view. Go under the May opens, go a deviation. We have a nice volumetric candle as well over here. So I'm expecting Bitcoin to go anywhere close to 59.7. I think I would like to see one more move on the downside for Bitcoin, guys. And from there, a run up for B wave over here to 63, 67, 63.7 or so. And then further down to 57.5. Anywhere between 58.5 to 57.5. And after that, a push up towards my target, as I mentioned, towards 68 to 69K. That's what I would like to see, a bigger W pattern. So this is what the W pattern should play out actually. Okay. Now there is a problem over here. The only problem is, you know, normally B wave should be 786 to 886. But as we are in a downtrend, guys, and in a strong downtrend on the lower time frame, there is a possibility that we might do an irregular expanded flat, meaning the B wave can be a little bit fuckery. How? It can be, you know, it can do something like this. So instead of it, you know, instead of it just do something like this, it can sweep the lows one more time, take all the liquidity, make everyone believe that we are dumping to, you know, 50K, maybe something like this, reclaim it quickly, and then we can, you know, do something like this, or pump it up to previous month POC of 64K. That's how it can do as well. That is an irregular expanded flat. I'm just put it in yellow color actually. So there are two possibilities over here. So hence we need to take a lower some time frame. We're just going to buy Bitcoin, a long Bitcoin, anywhere around 58,500 to 57,500 in my view for this whole wave count. I would be very, very, you know, cautious. Since yesterday I was telling you, if we don't flip Monday lows back, do not try to long it. So right now the thing stays same actually. We really expect Bitcoin to have, you know, Yeah, yeah. If the W plan plays out, which means that any dump towards 50k, even if it goes to 49k, but we don't close under 49k, yes, the rip start for buying, honestly. So, I think the plan. This is the plan, guys. I'm just worried about the yellow case, and hence, I would say stay away with the leverage. Only buy, play the spots or max coin margins with 2x, not more than 2x leverage. Okay. So that this is our lower term time frame plan for Bitcoin. We still have to have patience. Honestly, guys, we literally exit or book gains at 65k. Took two scalps, given more than 13.5 hour in these two scalps, and now is the time to probably have patience. For Ethereum, let's go or move on to Ethereum. Before we go move on to Ethereum, let's also check USD DOM. So the USD dominance plans, as I mentioned, we are having inverse head and shoulder. So I'm expecting it to probably go towards 5.24%. Because when it goes to 5.24%, then only will be very, very confident that the top is in, and we are likely going to dump. So we buy around 5.2 to 5.24%. Okay, that's the only level we buy. If it flips 5.24% on 4 hours time frame, we exit. So basically our risk reward is going to be amazing at that point of time. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking for, if Bitcoin is literally pump it up from here to anywhere close to 62,000 or maybe 61.9 again. I'm looking to close my coin margin, the partial coin margin contracts that I have, 50%. 50% I already booked at 65k for good profits. I still have 50% left, so I would just be booking that 50% as well, guys. So I'm just going to inform you. I'll post it as well. So we close the coin margin contract logs for Bitcoin from 61,450 average that we have. Okay, so we close it fully. We book full gains actually. Spots, we only having 50% spots for Bitcoin at this point, so we hold it for now. But in case if I feel that the yellow kind is going to play out, it's better to exit, free our capital, so then we can buy more cheaper around 56k. Okay, that's how that would be the plan for Bitcoin actually at that point of time. So the USD dominance is bullish. Ethereum, if you remember yesterday, I mentioned 2934 is the levels where I would like to see Ethereum go. And if you look at the levels, it literally bounced from my levels of 2934. I don't know how many of you guys listen to my live stream and literally play this, but look at the 2935 scenario. I mean levels, 2934.84. It literally bounced from there. I took a 100x leverage long from there. I mean, I just placed the limit, got filled, and make a good money. I mean, 2.65% up actually. I mean, I don't do that, but I just risked $3,000 on this and I made good money actually, honestly speaking. So basically, the $3,000 gave me roughly around $6,800 after fees and everything. But right now, I still think it's bullish. Overall, I am expecting it to go towards 2,880. That's my plan. But this is the levels where I would like to see, Ethereum showing a little bit more strength, maybe a double bottom sort of thing towards 2934 or maybe 2930. So, and run it up to the golden pocket zone, because we have the naked POC above the weekly and daily, which we should be tapping it. So I think we will be going there at some point. 3060 to 3080 is the good levels for Ethereum to go. And for liquidity purpose, I would expect it to go towards 3130. And after that, dumping down to 2900. So basically, this is the plan for ETH, and that's like an M pattern. You can see M over here. So that's an M pattern, okay? Now, the worst case scenario for Ethereum. What can be the worst case scenario? What is the bear case scenario? Well, the bear case scenario for Ethereum would be that the whole thing over here is some sort of a, the whole thing over here is some sort of a irregular expanded flat, and we are running up to 3,500 and then dump. So that's going to be a bigger bear case scenario. But meaning, if this scenario plays out, we are good, because the pump from 2,900 or 880 is going to get Ethereum sent towards $3,580, somewhere around here, which is very, very good for us actually. So I think Ethereum is gearing up. I think if you look at the ETH Bitcoin, It's still bouncing from the levels. I am so itching to convert my Bitcoin to Ethereum over here. It's a good levels. Inverse head and shoulder is still in play, guys. We never closed any single candle on a 4 hours. If Ethereum flips 4911, the blue line that you're watching, once that flip it, khalas, we are going to run. And I would be converting 50% of my Bitcoin to Ethereum so that I can make more amount of, Bitcoin with the help of Ethereum actually. But this is for now looking promising. RNDR, my friends, as I mentioned, this was the good levels to buy RNDR again at 9.5. It went yesterday to 9.5 and 9.4. As I mentioned, that was the good levels to long. I don't know how many of you guys took it. I personally took it for scalping purpose and also have booked profits with the red line. It can still move up, but I'm happy. If you look at yesterday's chart, 9.5 to 9.4, I mentioned, from there you long it, ride it to red line of $11. I mean, that's it. Now the 5 waves are in, so I don't know what's going to come next for RNDR, but from the fifth perspective, it is done. So if you're holding still, I think I would suggest to book profits. Yesterday, I also mentioned FET. 2.15 is the good levels for FET to, long. And if you look at here, it perfectly bounced from 2.13. So I would say 2.15. You just put it here a little bit more. Yep. You see you got a very nice 6% bounce. And I still think at this point, I think FET is a little bit crucial, I think. I still feel that we have a support around 2.1 or something. But then we also have a resistance on FET around 2.25. So if you really want FET to run it back turbo, we need it to flip 2.25. If it don't flip, then we can aim a little bit more lower towards $2 or so actually. INJ, INJ is still, in my view, I don't know. I mean, I still have the plan for INJ. It perfectly looks like a, Bitcoin, because you look at here, it's a perfect plan like a Bitcoin, honestly. Very interesting, irregular, expanded flat. Once it flips the green line, I'm buying INJ back because the target then would be here around 70, 80, maybe $100. That would be the target actually. So any flip of, in case if it flips 27.5, if it flips 27.5 on daily, we buy it, we let it ride to 70 to $80, which is going to give us 3x gains actually. 3x, 2.5 to 3x gains actually. So that's a good levels to buy INJ. So that's the only confirmation I have for INJ. So overall, guys, I think, I'm expecting Bitcoin to go a little bit more down, after which relief bounce is going to come for 63.6. USD DOM is also looking bullish. So I'm expecting it to pump it up to 5.15. And then I'll be looking for more downside. Okay, so don't worry, guys. Today you're going to get access of indicators by tonight or by tomorrow. You'll get access to all our indicators back again, so don't worry about it. Also, I have separated the signal AI signal bot. If you guys, I've already mentioned it since few days, and so now the AI signal bot is going to give signals for Bitcoin, Ethereum, USD DOM, gold and silver separately versus the rest of the charts. Yesterday, it gave a short signal it gave a short signal yesterday on Ethereum at 3,100 or so, and I shorted it. I booked profits as well for a good gains for more than 15 hour. It was a good setup because the stop loss was just like 3,101. Also, I mean, if you just want to see, I mean, this is how you can see. Look at here. This is our, one second. Yeah. So this is my, our bot, AI signal bot. It gave that short yesterday as well for the Bitcoin. And it also tells us whether the USD dominance is bullish or what. So this is how it gives the signal, guys. And I hope you guys are using it. There are two types of signals it gives you. First is the sell signal it gives you. Second is the compound sell signal. Basically, there are two types of signal it gives you. The first signal is the sell signal. Basically, that's the primary signal. Basically, it indicates that the trend is shifting on the downside, or the trend is particularly shifting. Earlier, the trend was bullish. Now it's shifting to bearish. That's what the sell or buy signal means. The compound sell signal means it is a continuation of a previous, original signal. Let's say for here, Bitcoin got a sell signal. So the next signal should be, compound BTC sell signal. So it is like a continuation, which means that BTC is going to continue on the downside. So that's how, the AI signal gives the signal for everything. Yesterday, it also gave signal for silver at 27.3 with a stop loss under 27.245. And you can see here, if you go here on silver, just go here on silver futures. Let's see. I would say don't want to go to silver futures. We want to go to TVC, and you want to go to 15 minutes because this signal is based on the 15 minutes chart. And this signal came yesterday. Now, when did the signal came yesterday? We want to see. So what you can do is just go here, silver, UTC, 9th May 2024, 12:45:11. That is the time where the signal came actually. So let's go to the trading view chart. 9:45, 12:45, 9/4, 12:45. Here, 12:45. This was the candle. Signal was given. If you bought it over here, your stop loss was how much? The silver gave a stop loss. The stop loss was if it gets 3 consecutive close under 27.2457. 27.2457. 27.2457 basically. That is your stop loss. And look at the take profit targets. It is just running right now and already more than, I would say, it achieved almost close to 5 hour, guys. Almost. Look at the, trade actually. Even BTC trade actually. I took one trade and it was good. Yes, I'm not claiming or I'm not telling anyone that this is 100% accurate. Our accuracy is in the trending market, it is close to 84-85%. In a ranging market, it is somewhere around 73 to 75%. So yes, which also means that in a trending market, out of 100 signals, 84 to 85 signals will give you good money. And, in the ranging market, out of, 100 signals, 74 to 75 signals are going to be correct. The rest of the 24 or 26 signals are going to be incorrect. So that's what about the Bitcoin, Ethereum. And we also have, alts, channel as well. This is where it gives signals for alts actually. The bot gives signals for alts. The bot has nailing every move with longs or shorts, whatever you feel it like. It has given a lot of big scalps. Basically, and our, Bell, everybody was like to short the Bell. Our, this literally caught the Bell long actually. Look at the how signals are being given. TRB, you see TRB $130, and it from $130 it pumped it up to $150, like $20 move. So that's like a one signal. This is all, and here in fact TRB, this was the original signal again. $130. This is like a compound buy signal. So this is an additional signal which was given. So originally there has to be another signal for TRB as well, which originally it was given. I'm not sure how far it would be or where the original signal was given, because if you just move it up, you will be able to know the original signal. But this is what we have, ladies and gentlemen. Also, this is the 15-minute signal. The 1 hour signal, we also have 1 hour signals. The bot also gave 1 hour. Now, both the signals are independent, guys. 15 minutes are independent, 1 hour is independent. So, it gives us both kind of signals actually. Also, ladies and gentlemen, use it wisely. If you really don't want to play with the leverage, you can also play with the spots actually, because these signals gives good money with the spot bags as well. Okay, and if you like this whole video or the stream, please hit the like and share this video as much as possible with your friends and relatives. One more thing I just wanted to tell you that, also please use the, this is free actually. Go to our website, 21mtechnicals.com, guys, and go there. If you just go to the website, this is our website here. Okay, I'll show you guys how to use it. And on our website, there are two things. If you really want to go to learn a little bit more about the concepts, you can go here and you can learn the concepts over here actually. So these are the concepts, just like what is price, how the price versus volume moves, facts about parabolic curve. These are all, drafted by me actually. I have made it personally based on the knowledge I have and based on my insights of the market actually that I've been trending. So about harmonic and cheat sheet, this is what I've made it for you guys. Use it. Which harmonic is strong? Cipher, it is strong. Bat is strong. Butterfly is the strongest. Gartley is the strongest. Shark is the strongest. Crab is stronger. So these are bifurcated into three things: strong, stronger, strongest. The strongest means high chances of it of playing out. Stronger, yes, a medium chances of it playing out. And it also, I have added a bit more confluence with the help of Elliot wave. So how you can use harmonic along with the Elliot wave theory, I have also mentioned it over here as well. This is very, very useful in if you really are new and want to trade. What are divergences? You can just look at here what are the types of divergences and how to use it over here. Now this is what about divergences, how to manage your risk, and also about candlestick patterns. You have to what are the factors to consider when choosing a trading style. So this is what we have, how money flows into crypto. This is a very interesting chart. I've made it personally myself. You need to a little bit expand it. You can save it on your screen, but if you click it, just don't click it. I mean, you can simply expand it. You can save it actually, and it tells you, I've given a very interesting chart over here with an example, Yeah, I'll do the silver analysis as well, my friend. Just give me a few seconds. I'm finishing over here. And then you have PO3, what is 3-tap setup. Everything is, I've put it based on my knowledge. And then most important thing, you can use it on your day-to-day trading is divergence screener and the breaker screener. This is what the bots do we have. Divergence bot and the breaker bot in the Discord. The bots gives us more detailed view of the notifications. Like it also gives us the invalidation levels of the divergences and a lot of things. But the screener is also good actually. You should use it. So right now, the screener is going to give you a real time. So this is so people who don't know how to use the screener, for example, they don't know, because the whole screener works on the UTC time. So hence we have a clock over here. So currently the current time of the UTC is 9:12. So when that notification came was 7:45, which means that it came roughly around 1 hour 20 minutes back. So that this notification is still likely going to play out, where this is the only divergence screener you will find it in this whole platform. You can search everything everywhere, you won't find it. This sort of divergence screener, which is very accurate, which gives you divergences of two types: hidden divergences and regular divergences. And it gives divergence. If you go here and click help, it gives divergences on various time frames: 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily and weekly, for RSI, stochastic, MACD histogram, OBV, as well as cumulative volume delta. So I've also mentioned how to use it. If you don't know about divergences, you can go to infographics and learn about how to use divergence. If you have any queries, you can always ask me. Remember, hidden divergences that we have, these are the two hidden divergences. Bull will be this sign and bear will be this sign. So hidden divergences are very less likely to play out because these are more of an absorption. So for hidden divergences to play out, you also need bigger confluences to play. You simply can't just long or short based on hidden divergences. Hidden divergences has to be played very, very carefully, Regular divergences, I would say 90% success rate. You play and you're gonna make easy money. At least you're gonna make good money actually, with scalps, very much. So this is 1 hour. If you select on 15 minutes, if you want a lower term time frame as well, remember, the more lower term time frame you go, the more fake outs you will get it. So 15 minutes, if you click here, there is a chance that even though you will be able to catch good, bottoms and tops with this screener, but there is a likelihood that there will be a little bit more fake outs than 1 hour, 4 hour, daily and weekly. So it takes a little bit few seconds to load the chart. That doesn't mean it's not working. So yeah, I've clicked it. So I'm just going to give some time over here to load, because a lot of data we have in the backend. On the right hand side, you see the currency list we have. These are the coins for which the divergence screener gives, the divergences basically. These are the coins. If you have anything you want me to add or remove from this, you can always ping me in the Discord under the suggestion box, and I'll do it for you actually. Okay. So similarly, this is 15 minutes chart. It should load because I'm also running YouTube OBS, and so basically because of that it might be a little bit slow, not loading the way it should load quickly over here, but it loads normally very quickly actually. You can also use the breaker screener as well along with it. Breaker screener is nothing but it gives you a real-time support and resistance levels for coins. Basically, which coins is going to its support levels, which coins is going to its resistance levels, which coin has broke out of its support levels, which coin is broke, or break down of its support levels, which coin has broken out or of its support level or resistance levels. So resistance and support, when the coin is at resistance support, this is how the bull bear sign, one bull bear sign is going to be shown. When it is breaking down or it has broke down, then the bear sign will be displayed. When it is breaking out or broke out, the bull sign will be displayed. To know more about it, just click on the icon, help icon, and you will be learning as to what this breaker screener is all about. A similar feature, a time feature is here. So exactly which coins have broken out. So for example, waves, the current price is 2.3595. Basically at that point of time, the notification, the screener identified, it's updating, the screener identified that the price is reaching its resistance. So the next resistance for the waves is 2.3883. So once it flips this resistance, you can expect waves to go for like more upside. So if you really want to search any coin over here, simply type here whatever the coins you want to search. For example, BTC USDT. If there was any notification for BTC USDT which came, it will automatically filter it out for you, and it will give you all the notifications came for Bitcoin USDT. You can just simply copy and paste it from here as well. Copy from here and paste it over here, and it will give you, it will try to identify. Just put enter. Okay, now it will search. If there are any BTC USDT perhaps breakout or breakdown signals, it will display. So you see, it's searched, but there is no BTC breakout or breakdown signal for now. So you can clear it. Once you clear, it will again display all the signals. Then you can tweak for 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly. You can play that way, guys. It's gonna give you the real-time update of the support. So for those guys who really don't know how to draw the support and resistance, this is very accurate, guys. And the accuracy of these support and resistance is really, really good in my view. You can try yourself, you can check it yourself. Okay. So that's all for the breaker screener. This is all. I have worked really hard to make all these screeners, and this is open for public. Anybody can watch it, anybody can use it for free for now, because the third screener is also coming, which is a trend screener. The trend screener is going to be one of its kind. It's more of an EMA screener, which you won't ever get it anywhere. People would ask you a hell lot of money for those sort of screeners. I'm giving it for free actually, and this is going to be very, very helpful in your trading journey, guys. You just don't have to be dependent on anyone. These screeners simply is going to help you a lot. Now, talking to the silver chart, ladies and gentlemen, as my friend Rollman asked me to chart. Rollman, I think, my plan for the silver is pretty much bullish. 3 days chart is bullish. It's a bull flag. We are breaking out the bull flag already, as you can see. And I think, what silver would do, a little bit, maybe push it up here to the resistance of 28. Wave 2 over here, and then wave 3. 4 and 5. So I'm expecting it to go on an upside towards $32. The invalidation levels now would be around $26. That would be your invalidation levels for silver actually. So I'm bullish on silver. Just hold your longs, guys. I've already given long on silver on prop funding, and yeah, I think you should ride it. So that's the plan for silver for now, ladies and gentlemen. So as Bitcoin is dumping, we are literally aiming for more downside. So stay patient, guys. May is going to be quite challenging because I believe as we are having a bearish engulfing candle, and a lot of people are not prepared for how this bearish engulfing candle is going to play out. Honestly, it can be like literally the top of this bull run. I don't know at this point. I can't say anything for sure at this point that it's topped out, because we have levels till Bitcoin is above 49.4, we are bullish. But with this engulfing, there is a very likelihood and a chance that we are going into more choppiness or sideways correction, and we will be accumulating Bitcoin somewhere in the range of 50k to 60k. That's the range I'm looking for, the next range for Bitcoin. And that's how you should be prepared, guys. So May would be any scalps I will give you only and only when it goes to the bigger level, so that we can make big money out of it. So far in this month of May, we have took 2 scalps on Bitcoin with a 13.5 hour gains already. FET is still running good profits. RNDR, we already booked it, closed it, and at 10.3, even though I mentioned it yesterday to buy it around 9.5, and it went $11. I still believe that there are still few alts that might look good actually, and that can play really, really well. For example, Rune. So there is a possibility that you might feel that this alt is looking good and it can play really, really good. But also, if you're looking charts from the lower term time frame, look charts from the higher term time frame as well, because if Bitcoin don't perform, it just dumps, trust me, everything else is going to go along with it. And we want to make money. So we have made money in this month so far. 13.5 hour is not easy to do. So 13.5 we already did. So we don't want to give that profits back easily. We will have patience. We still have 21 days more to make good money. So my target for this month is roughly around 30 hour, which is very, very I would say unrealistic target, but still 30 hour. We are already, I would say, 1/3 we have achieved. So let's try and hit the 30 hour gains this month. So I would say stay patient, guys. This is going to be slightly slow month because of this monthly engulfing candle. There are 2 possibilities on the Bitcoin on the lower term time frame. It's there in front of your screen. Also, I don't know how many of you guys are interested in trading on chain, but when we are talking about on chain trading, yes, a lot of people are going to make good money with it. A lot of people, majority of the people get wrecked. I have been getting a lot of DMs on Twitter. They've got wrecked trading on chain. So how does this whole on chain thing work actually? Let me just explain you, and I will be very, very transparent with you guys. Normally whenever new project comes, the new project, whenever the new project comes, they first hire calls actually. So what they do, they first hire influencers. They give them certain percentage and ask influencers to talk about their project in the terms of awareness or price or whatever. Okay, when somebody bring awareness about the project, which is fine, but when you see an influencer is bragging about the project, we are going $1, $2, then you need to understand that we want to literally create an exit liquidity. The influencers wants to create an exit liquidity in the market so that he can exit his big bags that he was given. Also, there is another possibility that yes, he might be actually right if the project that he's pushing in the market is having a working product and is outstanding versus his competitors. So how do you check whether that project is good and is going to outperform? So first of all, look at the team. 5 things you need to understand, and 5 things you need to understand. First, so this is very important, guys. I know it's a little bit time consuming, but don't fall for it. Even if I do, ignore it, unfollow me, but don't do it. I never have asked a single penny so far since my career started in 2018. 2017 is when I started my trading journey, but I all about it. I've never took a money or any percentage from any company or a project to give a shout out. Nothing, because I don't believe in it. I never need to do it, because I don't depend on it. Five things you need to understand. First, look at the project team. What team, what team, look at the team. Whether the team is realistic, whether they are dope, they have showed themselves on the streams, whether they have the LinkedIn account, so that you can read about it, their past projects, how they have performed in the past project. This is the new project. Second thing is where this company is based. Whether this company is based in UAE, Dubai, whether it's based in Cayman Island, whether it's based in US, whether it's based in China, Russia, India, where this project team is based, because the country is also very, very important. Nowadays, a lot of projects are coming from UAE, Dubai, especially Abu Dhabi, UAE, Dubai. A lot of companies are moving here. That's why. But let me also tell you, lot of companies are, literally, scamming people as well. So you just have to be very, very careful. Sure, I'll definitely look silver from weekly time frame as well. I'll just have a look as well. So second thing is the country. Third thing is very, very important, whether the product they are claiming that their product is good. What exactly? Do they have the working product? First, ask yourself, do they have the working product? Are you personally, as an investor, are you satisfied with their product? And then you ask the third question to yourself, whether this product stands out versus the competitor. So if the competitor, if the competitor basically have the similar product, then why this company is going to be success versus the competitor? There has to be something. There has to be some story behind it. So you have to ask these three things when you are looking for the third question. The fourth point, which in my view is very, very important, which I normally look for, is how much percentage of supply is been given to the influencers or private equities, and how much they have kept it for their own team as well as the owners or founders. Because if the project don't focus on the community, then which means that if the community percentage ratio versus the total equity ratio is lower, which means that there is a chance that this project is more about, the owners don't want to give back that equity to the community, either with the help of airdrop or whatsoever, but they don't want to give it. So there is like a little bit red flag. I would not say it's a complete red flag, but a little bit red flag, which you need to understand. So go with the projects who focuses more on their community needs actually. And the last most important thing which I look for is, whenever you look for the charts, normally any small projects, they start with listing on, the DEX actually, decentralized exchanges. Maybe if they are on Solana, Radium, Jupiter, and if they are on Ethereum platform, they are launching. You'll find, Uniswap and other DEX actually. So they start with this. So the last thing is very important, liquidity. If the project don't have at least 10% of the liquidity, 10% of the capital liquidity, which is a very, very big red flag in my view, which means that the pump, even if happens, how would you exit? If you bought any coins at 35,000 market cap, and even if it goes to 1 million, but the liquidity is just like 50K, how would, your 1K, if you really want to exit, or if you want to exit your 100K, how would you do it? Okay, you may argue with me, we can do with the help of bots, we can do this, we can do that. No, but this is a very, very important thing. Liquidity is very, very crucial. So we need, the higher the liquidity, the lower the risk of, the spread, as well as, it gives confidence actually that Yeah, I mean, the project is good. The investors, the owner is very much confident about it, and they are having this liquidity so that, it can easily um, get out actually. Um, Basically, this is what the 5 points I normally look for, guys, and this is what you should be even looking for when you're literally looking to invest in on-chain. Don't listen to anyone who is keeps on telling you this is going to $1, $2, $3. There has to be some basis actually. Ask them, what is your base actually? Ask them. If they can give you a logical answer, then hey, look at this chart, the chart, this, that, I mean, something. There has to be something behind it. For example, if I'm telling you FET in my view should go to $8, why? You ask me, I'll show you a chart. I've given you my viewpoint from the FIPS perspective. I've shown you everything. So that doesn't mean FET or FET owners have paid me to shill his coin. No, there should be a base actually. Yes, if you're right, good. If you're wrong, accept it. You were wrong. Okay, that doesn't make you small actually, but at least even if we are telling in the market, for example, I've seen many people how $100 billion for AI, $1 trillion for AI. I mean, just ask yourself, Bitcoin, how much time Bitcoin took to reach $1 trillion market cap? How many years it took? Just ask yourself. Since 2009, 2020, Bitcoin literally took almost I would say more than 11 years to reach $1 trillion. How the hell you can expect AI to reach $1 trillion? Just tell me in a single 1 year. Tell me, I mean, do you have any answers for that? No. Ask them. $100 billion, ask them how much time Bitcoin took to reach its $100 billion market cap. Okay, forget about Bitcoin. How much time DeFi took to reach its $100 billion market cap? When DeFi was at peak, it was new. Forget about DeFi. How much time Meta, NFT, or you can say gaming market took time to reach? They never reached $100 billion. Never. So far, they never. How can you expect AI to reach $100 billion market cap? I mean, trust me, you need to open up your mind, open up your brains. Do not simply FOMO into anything. Be logical. If you really want to be in this market, if you really want to be in this game long term, if you want to make this whole crypto trading or investing thing as your passive income, then you need to understand nothing happens without logic. Nothing happens without logic. You need to ask yourself why. Unless you ask yourself, why will it go to 100 billion? Why 50 billion? Every time I've told each and every one since beginning, when AI was at $9 billion, I told it is going to go max, in my view, 44 to 50 billion. So ask me why? Why not 30? Why not 40? Why not 100? Why only 44 to 50? Because we have the data. When the DeFi launched, DeFi topped at $1 billion. It did not even went above $1 billion. Trust me. I'll show you the chart. And then from there, it went to very close to 200, 300 million. And after that, DeFi pumped literally like very much close to 60, 70 billion dollars. Similarly, Meta, it pumped to 44, 45 billion dollar. It topped out there, and then we started dumping. That was like a peak of its bull run. And hence, I think the market at this point, can only have enough liquidity to absorb or to get invested in AI. I don't think it's going to go more than $50 billion max. So, you have to ask yourself, what are the reasons? What are the logics? What are the logics? That doesn't mean, if it goes beyond $50 billion, if it flips $50 billion, yes, we can go to $100 billion, but there has to be some reason. Do your own research, DYOR. A lot of people, you can check on yourself on very few mentions DYOR. They are like, they are paid for shilling the coins actually. They are paid actually. I know people. I've been in the community, in the group where more than 530 influencers from the crypto Twitter are there. They fill the form, they pay for you know, to get the coins. For example, I mean, just I'm telling you, I might be even banned from that group, you know, if I'm disclosing on the stream. But this is how the market works actually, honestly. And I've been very vocal about it. If people don't say that I've been investor, I have invested in this, this is my entry, this is where I've invested, and they don't say this, and they don't say do your own research, still I would say it's a red flag. I mean, it's a big red flag. Even if, let's say, people don't say that I'm an investor, how many of you guys, I openly mention about RSR, even it was at like 0.03 at that point of time, 0.025 or 2 something, I don't remember, very low at that point. I mentioned I have this much RSR at this much price. I bought it, and I'm expecting it to pump, so I'm not shilling it, you know, just to have it pump. It took like 3 months for RSR to go to the levels, pump it up for almost close to 3x. I also mentioned openly that, you know, I'm booking 50% because it's now my profits is almost like I'm booking 1x gains actually. So, you know, you have to be very, very open about it, very, very truthful about it. This is what you need to very, very, you know, understand and need to keep this in mind. Talking about the silver on the weekly time frame, ladies and gentlemen. Silver, yes, there is a very nice bearish engulfing candle. As you can see, we got an engulfing candle here, my friend. But yeah, I mean, I have to agree that there is a, you know, yeah, I mean, that's why they call the shit coins. But lot and lot of people lose money, and I get lot in DMs. I lost in this. Kindly give me this much. I lost in gaze. Please help me. Blah blah blah. Please give me. Sometimes they ask me chart. Well, I've never even heard of that coin. Who would have shielded that coin to them? I don't understand. You know. Fine. So if this is the case, engulfing candle is going to play out on silver, then it's a very oof, there is an engulfing candle actually. I never saw this engulfing candle. Every time you see this sort of an engulfing candle happens, we see a massive move on the downside. You know, this engulfing candle. So let's say even if BT silver have this engulfing candle, then it would mean, my friend, very simplistic, it would mean, let's say if you're playing this engulfing candle, okay, which means that how it is going to play out, which means that the 5 is 1 2 3 4 5, a bullish wolf waves you're watching, or in a diagonal we are watching is some sort of a wave A. So that's like your top, that's like your wave A over here, that's your 5 waves, or maybe one more push on an upside towards 27.8 or something. Wave B is going to happen, wave C is going to happen to 28.5 to maybe this order block that we have, and then we dump like this to take a liquidity under $24. So that's a possibility, I think. This is engulfing candle. Look at the fibs from fibs perspective. Thank you so much for showing it to me. The engulfing candle, which we already got a move on the downside for now. Yeah, I think it should be going around maybe, yeah, 28.6 to 20, anywhere between these levels, anywhere. So basically this is how the engulfing candle would normally play out, you know. So I think we would be taking profits on silver, the long scale that we have. We would booking it right now, or maybe slightly on upside towards 27.7, but you know, something like that. We'll just book it, and we will buy again around 26.2, maybe double bottom. Can even do irregular expanded flat because B wave, you know, something like this can do. And then once it does something like this, this is how it would do, like a double top, and then further down like an M pattern. So we will see at that point of time. I think it's a good levels to take profits from here actually. Don't make sense actually. So BTC is going down, as I mentioned on the stream as well, and Ethereum as well, like going for the double bottom sort of thing. So that's all for today's stream, ladies and gentlemen. Have a nice day, and I hope you learned something new from this stream. Trust me, and I first of all sincerely apologize for taking your excess of the indicators, because you know the maintenance was very, very needed. and I need to do it actually. So by tomorrow, max tomorrow morning, everybody's going to have access of it. Because for the first time when I run the bot, I have to give access manually to each and every one. So there are more than 80 members who have applied for indicators, so I need to give it manually, all the indicators access to each and every one manually. So yes, I'll start giving access by evening once the update is done. And I'm very confident, guys. I want to give you the best of best indicators, bots, and whatever the best you can get it, guys. Whatever the best, I want to give it to you. We're gonna make a lot of good money inshallah in this month as well. So please press the like button, guys, if you like this stream. There's only 10 likes so far. I wanted to probably go to 50, maybe, if you can give me more than 120 members on the stream. So do it, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye bye.